Hello. So your child is ready for school. You had been working on school readiness program for some time. Out of the four last sessions, what we were talking about, today I'm going to talk about the third session. You remember the first session was on receptive language. Focus was on receptive language. In second session, our focus was on expressive language, and now in third session, our focus is on speech clarity. At this stage, you should expect your child to have 75% clarity in the speech the child is using to convey the expressions. Also, then you will make an inventory of speech. Take a diary and write down what phonemes the child is not able to say correctly and is making mistakes. For example, you are working on T as a phoneme. Now, T can come in the initial position of the word, middle position of the word, final position of the word, and also in a blend. Now, when T comes in the initial position of the word, it's easy to say. For example, say talk, 10, tip, two, tall. So T is easy. But when it comes in the middle also, it's easy. Clutter, splutter, butter. But when it comes in the end, the final position of the word, it's mostly difficult and it comes at the last stage of speech development. For example, the child may not be able to say T properly when the child is saying goat, coat, sat, ate, all that. Again, when we talk about blends, blend means two consonants are spoken together without a vowel in between. For example, the child has to say fast, blast, host, boast, east. All these, the T comes in the end, and sometimes because the child is not even hearing T properly at the end position, the child is also not using. So you have to note down at what position you have to work on. Now, what are the activities you will do to check and to get the auditory bombardment? Because in order to increase the clarity of speech, the child should be hearing that speech, that clear speech, more often. That will help. So, read stories to the child. When you are reading stories, pick up those words which are your target phonemes. For example, you are working on T. So wherever the word with T comes in the story, at least repeat it 3 times in 3 different sentences meaningfully. So the child gets to hear that. Also, the child might imitate and say it back, encourage him to do that, but don't insist on just imitation. Again, if the child is saying the phoneme wrong, you say the correct one to make him understand or make her understand where is the mistake. For example, your child comes and says, my leg is hurting. So you know that she is trying to say leg and she's saying leg. So what you will do is, oh, your leg is hurting. You are putting acoustic highlight on the word leg. You are saying little louder this word so the child's attention is drawn towards that word. So you will say, which leg is hurting? Right leg or left leg? Now you have used the word leg meaningfully in 3 different sentences. The child got a chance to listen to the phoneme L rather than V and will understand that it's leg and not weg, and slowly this will be incorporated in the spontaneous speech of the child. When it comes to blends, for example, you say fast, then don't expect the child to say it correctly till the child has completed the first stages. But please go on giving the correct articulation. So if the child says fast, you say, yes, it's fast. It goes very fast. The same way, continue giving corrections. Coming to the fourth session, it's about auditory memory. The best way to increase auditory memory is through rhymes. The children love rhymes because the children love music and the children learn through music. So when you say the rhymes, you expect the child to repeat the rhyme from the memory. Don't give the gestures to help the child to understand what is the next line. If the child gets stuck, say one word and prompt the child to say the full next sentence. Slowly, the child should be able to repeat and say the rhymes, sing the rhymes automatically from the auditory memory. Also, we are working at this stage when you are expanding the language also. So suppose you are doing the rhyme, twinkle, twinkle, little stars, and then you can ask after the child finishes saying the whole rhyme, you can ask questions. Is it a starry night today? When do we see the stars? Do we see during the day or night? Today is cloudy day. We may not be able to see the stars at night if the clouds continue. Like this, you can have conversation, you can have even stories, you can have just rhymes in which you can expand the language also. The objective for you is 7-word sentence. The child should be able to say a 7-word sentence. The child should be able to remember a 7-word sentence. Child should have 7 key item memory by this stage. So working overall in receptive language, expressive language, auditory memory and speech, the child's completely growing up, evolving and will be ready to attend a school and be comfortable and understand what the teacher is saying. If you find the child is not saying something correctly, phonemes, and the person whom your child is talking to is not understanding, don't intervene. Don't help the child. Allow him to think what strategy to use. You have already talked to your child, prepared your child, trained your child to use those strategies like changing the sentence in different words, say it in a different way, and therefore allow the child to do that so that the child is confident to strike a conversation with the other people. So try some of these strategies and let me know whether your child is ready for the school now or you have any questions or doubts, and I will get back to you. Thank you.